After an election that showed the political division in the United States, our lawmakers are coming together for what may be one of the most important legislative sessions to date.
13 Action News reporter Sean Delancey live with more on how state leaders plan to keep their social distance but bring the parties closer together. Sean.
Yeah, Clean and Dave, all of the legislative leadership in Carson City agree that there is a much smaller divide between legislators in Nevada than there are with both parties nationwide. At the same time, they do realize that a divide exists, and it's their job to lead the way. Just last month, a violent riot at the U.S. Capitol. Soon after, the FBI issued warnings to all 50 state capitals of potential violence on Inauguration Day. Over the summer, many took to the streets to fight racial inequality and police brutality across the country. Some of those events also ending in violence. This legislative session, leadership knows that there is a bridge to gap, and they have to build that bridge.
Well, look, I think that people are angry and disappointed and emotional.
Assembly Speaker Jason Frierson says leaders have been in contact with law enforcement at every level to ensure that both the Capitol and lawmakers are safe if unrest rises. Senate Majority Leader Nicole Canizero says that the temperature needs lowered and rhetoric should remain calm.
I think it remains so important for all of us to remember that we can't buy into misinformation campaigns. We can't engage in that hateful rhetoric.
Assembly Minority Leader Robin Titus does not believe that the gap between parties is really that wide. In Carson City, she says that there has been no direct threats.
I feel that number one, that the fear has been played on by the press unnecessarily, and there's been fear mongering out there.
Senate Minority Leader James Settlemeyer says that their work will go on. Like his colleagues across the aisle, his constituents are hurting, and no threat will stop the legislature from coming to the rescue.
It's a terrible thing when people silence speech through their physical actions. And to me, it should not be tolerated in any way, shape, or form. But we also can't live in abject fear of it. Otherwise, you're allowing that other individual to win.
Legislative leaders say that they will lead the way in bringing people together by showing that you can talk, debate, and be respectful to each other the entire time. Sean Delancey, 13 Action News.